Hey everyone, today I'm going to be making a video about depression. But firstly, before I get started, I just want to point out a few things. I've already mentioned them before, but some people cannot listen apparently. So I just want to say that I do not see myself as a professional. Like, yeah, it would be awesome to be a counsellor or a spokesperson. And I've actually been thinking a lot about being a spokesperson as I grew up. But I do not see myself as a professional. I get all my information from trusted sources on the internet, such as Childline or the NHS website. So all my facts are reliable and there are some personal opinions in the videos. I have said to you to come and talk to me if you want to talk, but do not come to me as a place to get help. There are professionals out there, and obviously I'm not a professional and I do not see myself as a professional. I'm in no way telling you to use these videos as advice, or, well, I am kind of, but like, don't just trust me. If you do need like serious help, then go and find someone out there, like a therapist, or go and talk to your doctor and see what they can do. Because basically these videos are just about raising awareness, because I know that a lot of people misunderstand or don't understand at all what mental health is, which is why there's such huge taboo around it, and that's what I want to try and stop. Obviously I know I'm not going to do that all by myself, because I am only one person and there are God knows how many people in the world. So yeah, but I just want to put these videos out there and try and at least help someone or teach someone, because I think it'd be good practice if I want to become a spokesperson, and talking to a camera is a lot easier than talking to God knows how many students. Depression. Symptoms can affect day-to-day life and become very distressing. Treatments include talking and antidepressant medicines. Treatment takes time to work but has a good chance of success. Some people have recurring episodes of depression and require long-term treatment to keep symptoms away. What is depression? The word depressed is a common everyday word. People might say I'm depressed when in fact they mean I'm fed up because I've had a row or failed an exam or lost my job. These ups and downs of life are common and normal. Most people recover quite quickly. With true depression, you have low mood and other symptoms each day for at least 2 weeks. Symptoms can also become severe enough to interfere with normal day-to-day activities. So if you're having a bad day and you're upset about something, like, oh, my friend stopped talking to me for like 10 minutes because they were annoyed at me, and you were upset because of that, that is not depression, okay? Like, seriously, some people need to realise what depression actually is, and they need to learn the difference between depression and depressed, because depressed is the emotion, like, oh, today I'm feeling really depressed, but just because you're depressed doesn't mean you have depression. But then again, if you have depression, you can be depressed, and you know what I mean, okay? Like, depressed is a completely different meaning to depression. About 5 in 100 adults have depression every year. Sometimes it is mild or lasts just a few weeks. However, an episode of depression serious enough to require treatment occurs in about 1 in 4 women and 1 in 10 men at some point in their lives. Some people have 2 or more episodes of depression at various times in their life. There is a set of symptoms that are associated with depression and help to clarify the diagnosis. These are core key symptoms: persistent sadness or low mood. This may be with or without weepiness. Marked loss of interest or pleasure in activities, even for activities that you normally enjoy. Other common symptoms: disturbed sleep compared with your usual pattern. This may be difficulty in getting to sleep or waking up early and being able to get back to sleep. Sometimes it is sleeping too much. Change in appetite. This is often a poor appetite and weight loss. Sometimes the reverse happens with comfort eating and weight gain. Tiredness, fatigue or loss of energy. Agitation or slowing of movements. Poor concentration or indecisiveness. For example, you may find it difficult to read, work, etc. Even simple tasks can seem difficult. feelings of worthlessness or excessive or inappropriate guilt, recurrent thoughts of death. This is not usually a fear of death, more a preoccupation with death and dying. For some people, despairing thoughts such as life's not worth living or I don't care if I don't wake up are common. Sometimes these thoughts progress into plans for suicide. An episode of depression is usually diagnosed if you have at least 5 out of the above 9 symptoms with at least one of the core symptoms, and symptoms cause you distress or impair your normal functioning, such as affecting your work performance. Symptoms occur most of the time, on most days, and have lasted at least 2 weeks. These symptoms are not due to a medication side effect or to drug or alcohol misuse or to a physical condition. Many people with depression say that their symptoms are often worse first thing each day. Also, with depression, it is common to develop physical symptoms such as headaches, palpitations, chest pains, and general aches. Some people consult a doctor at first because they have a physical symptom such as a chest pain. They are concerned that they may have a physical problem such as a heart condition when it is actually due to depression. Depression is in fact quite a common cause of physical symptoms. Some people with severe depression also develop delusions and or hallucinations. These are psychotic symptoms. The severity of depression can vary from person to person. Severity is generally divided as follows. Severe depression, you would normally have most or all of the 9 symptoms listed above. Also, symptoms markedly interfere with your normal functioning. Moderate depression, you would normally have more than 5 symptoms that are needed to make the diagnosis of depression. Also, symptoms will usually include both core symptoms. Also, the severity of symptoms or impairment of your functioning is between mild and severe. Mild depression, you would normally have 5 of the symptoms listed above that are required to make the diagnosis of depression. However, you are not likely to have more than 5 or 6 of the symptoms. Also, your normal functioning is mildly impaired. Subthreshold depression. You have fewer than 5 symptoms needed to make a diagnosis of depression, so it is not classed as depression, but the symptoms you do have are troublesome and cause distress. If this situation persists for more than 2 years, it is sometimes called dysthymia. Antidepressants are commonly used to treat moderate or severe depression. A medicine cannot alter your circumstances. However, symptoms such as low mood, poor sleep, poor concentration, etc. are often eased with an antidepressant. This may then allow you to function more normally and increase your ability to deal with any problems or difficult circumstances. Talking treatments. Various psychological treatments have been shown in research trials to be good treatments for depression. These are briefly listed below. In general, a combination of an antidepressant plus a psychological treatment is thought to be better than either treatment alone. However, further research is required to work out the best option. Typically, most psychological treatments for depression last in the range of 12 to 20 weekly sessions of 1 to 2 hours per session. Some do's and don'ts about depression. Don't bottle things up and go it alone. Try to tell people who are close to you how you feel. It is not weak to cry or admit that you are struggling. When I first got my school counsellor, I told them because I had anxiety. Then it just increased, I guess. It got worse. I haven't really spoken about my feelings, to be honest, to many people. Well, actually, my parents sort of know some stuff, I guess. But they don't know. They hardly know anything, to be honest. He knew stuff before my counsellor knew, so Don't despair. Most people with depression recover. It is important to remember this. It could be 5 days, it could be 5 years, but just don't give up, because you will get there eventually. Do try to distract yourself by doing other things. Try doing things that do not need much concentration but can be distracting, such as watching TV. Radio or TV is useful late at night if sleeping is a problem. So what I was told to do is, because I have trouble sleeping, my favourite teacher, I told him this, and he told me to put on like a film that you've seen loads of times before but that you're still interested in watching. So you become tired and you want to sleep, but you can sleep because you're not afraid of missing out on anything on the film. I haven't tried that yet, but you know, it might work for you. He also told me about this thing where you don't blink for as long as you can, and then when you blink, you like count how long you can go without blinking, and then when you blink, you start from 0 and count how long you can go again, trying to beat your best score, and then eventually this makes you so tired that you want to fall asleep, and then you do. It didn't work for, actually, I say it didn't work, but it kind of did. It did help me get to sleep. It like made me tired, and then I like just did a few things and I was like, ugh. So it kind of helped, yeah. For me personally, I don't like using these because they make me more tired the next day. So I try and not use it as much as possible, and I try more natural things first, but I know these have pretty natural ingredients. It does say for a natural night's sleep. Perhaps it's just me and my life making me tired, not the actual spray. But yeah, I find that using this, because I think it must get you to sleep for like a certain amount of time, but obviously in school I can't like oversleep. But yeah, I find that Rescue Night Spray has been the most successful thing. It literally knocks you right out to sleep. Well, for me it did anyway. I've literally been using this for like a couple of years now, and I'm almost running out. But yeah, it's really good. It's just like a little spray, and you just spray it onto your tongue. I was about to spray it then, Jesus Christ. Okay, I will spray it. And it tastes like lemons. So if you like lemons, then great. If you don't, then you're screwed. You can probably get different flavours or something. Do eat regularly, even if you do not feel like eating. Try to eat a healthy diet. Don't do what I do and eat as much junk as you possibly can. Don't drink too much alcohol. Drinking alcohol is tempting to some people with depression, as the immediate effect may seem to relieve the symptoms. However, drinking heavily is likely to make your situation worse in the long run. Also, it's very difficult to either assess or to treat depression if you're drinking a lot of alcohol. Like, I know you're not meant to drink whilst you are taking antidepressants, because it makes you very drunk and very hungover, and I've witnessed that firsthand. Not me personally, family member. Don't make any major decisions whilst you are depressed. It may be tempting to give up a job or move away to solve the problem. If at all possible, you should delay any major decisions about relationships, jobs, or money until you're well again. Well, I'm screwed, because I have to choose what college I want to go to. Oh great, yay, don't make any major decisions. Oh, I just have to choose what college I'm going to for the next 2 years of my life. I think I do know which one I'm going to though, so all is well, but it's still a hard decision. It's a major decision. I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm doing it. Do tell your doctor if you feel that you are getting worse, particularly if suicidal thoughts are troubling you. Sometimes a spell off work is needed, however, too long off might not be so good, as swelling or problems and brooding at home may make things worse. Getting back into the hurly-burly of normal life may help the healing process when things are improving. Each person is different and the ability to work will vary. Sometimes a specific psychological problem can cause depression, but some people are reluctant to mention it. One example is sexual abuse as a child leading to depression or psychological difficulties as an adult. Tell your doctor if you feel something like this is the root cause of depression. Counselling may be available for such problems. So, if you follow me on my spam Instagram account, you will see that I have been making this beautiful drawing, and it's not quite finished yet, but I'm finishing it like right now. So, not right this second, but obviously I'm filming a video. But once I stop filming and I start editing, and once I've done that, I will be continuing this. So, I just thought I'd show you it because it has a pretty meaningful message. Stay strong. Yeah, it's gonna go up on my wall. Okay, so again, I'm not professional or anything, I'm just throwing some facts out there, and raising awareness. Woo. So if you do want to have a little chat about what you think you should do, or how to talk to your parents, because I know talking to your parents is very hard. I've had to do it a couple of times before, and it's literally my worst nightmare. I hate doing it so much. I've actually had teachers do it a few times before because it was that bad, and that's how much I hate it. But yeah, if you are like struggling talking to your parents, or you think that you should tell them and you don't know how to tell them, then you can always DM me, because first-hand experience, woo! Yeah, trust me, it will be fine, and it's just a couple of years of your life, maybe even less, maybe slightly more, but trust me, it will get better. I love you. Goodbye. Don't just, oh god, learn to read, Neve.